Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Ashwagat, Mysore. Today we are going into yoga, which is very abstract, and it has actually been defined into in BPHS, that is Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. And this yoga is a little difficult to understand. So today I am going to put it up in PowerPoint so that you people can easily understand it with the illustrations. So today I will be doing Sankha Yoga. And there are two different forms of the Sankha Yoga. So the first form here is that the ascendant Lord is strong. So most of the yogas will work with the strong ascendant yoga only, but there are many yogas which are not Lagnadi yogas. This is not a Lagnadi yoga. That is not that the yoga is formed from the ascendant, but one of the factor is that the ascendant has to be strong. Ascendant Lord has to be strong. The fifth and the sixth Lords are in mutual angles from each other. So now you can understand that from the ascendant, the yoga is shifting its focus to the fifth and the sixth Lord. So the fifth Lord is the second Trikona. The first Trikona is the ascendant, the second Trikona is the fifth house, and the sixth house is the Upachaya Sthana, the house of growth, service, competitiveness, and much more. So, the fifth and the sixth lords have to be strong. With this, a very beautiful yoga is formed. When the fifth and the sixth lord are to be in mutual angles from each other, that means they have to be in kendras. 0, 90, 180 and 270 are the kendras from the fifth lord. Don't take it from the ascendant. Don't do that mistake. Ascendant lord is somewhere in the horoscope and it is strong. Satisfies the first, factor. The second factor is the fifth lord and the sixth lord have to be in mutual kendras. They can be when they are conjunct. They can be when they are in 4-10 combination, 1-7 combination, and 10-4 combination. So 1, 4, 7, 10. So they can be either together or separate from each other in kendras. So this can happen in most of the lagnas. There is a small problem here which we will encounter when we come to Kanya Lagna, because the fifth lord and the sixth lord is Saturn itself. So people will ask me, so if Buddha is very strongly placed, that is Mercury is strong for a Kanya Lagna, and the fifth and sixth lord is Saturn, so if it is, exalted or something like that, will this yoga form? No, there has to be a third factor. Sankha Yoga needs a third factor which will have different, characteristics of a planet, which will actually mingle with the fifth and the sixth, and then the growth is achieved. But anyway, if you have a strong fifth and sixth lord for Saturn, for Virgo, that itself is a very big Raja Yoga. So let us go into,
So here you can mention about Aries Lagna also, that they have to be together.
Yeah, for Aries Lagna, what actually is happening here is the fifth lord is Sun, because its fifth house falls in Leo sign, and the sixth lord is Mercury. And we all know that Mercury cannot deviate from Sun for more than 28 degrees, and it cannot be in a kendra from Sun. So it can be only with the Sun. So if there is a Buddha Aditya Yoga and Mercury is not combust for Aries ascendant, and if Mars is strongly posited, then Sankha Yoga is formed. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go to the next illustration, in which we can see the ascendant here is falling in the sign of Leo. Ascendant Lord is Sun, and it is strongly posited in its own house in the sign of Leo. Very good. And then you go to the fifth house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sign of the, Lord of the fifth house, the fifth sign is Jupiter, and the sixth is Saturn. And here Saturn is exalted, Jupiter is exalted. What a strong chart this is. The fifth and the sixth are in mutual kendras. That is, from Saturn, Jupiter is in the 10th house, Saturn is also aspecting it, and from Jupiter, Saturn is in the 4th house. That is what is the condition which has to be satisfied, and this is a very strong Sankha Yoga you will get a lot of good results further. I'll tell you about the results which I have written down. So this is a fantastic yoga, and this is the first illustration. We'll go to the second form. It's very abstract. You will get confused,
We have one more example.
Oh, okay. We have one more example here for the first form. So the ascendant here is Gemini, and the Lord of Gemini, that is Mercury, is very well placed in its friend's house. Okay, ascendant Lord is Mercury, and it's very well placed along with its friend Venus in the friend's house. I have put the South Indian chart. I am comfortable with it. So people, please try to understand that I cannot put two charts here, North Indian and South Indian, because it will be a little difficult for me to squeeze in. It will be difficult for you to view also. But please try to learn the new one now, because I have learned both. So the fifth Lord Venus and the sixth Lord Mars, they should be in mutual kendras. If they are strong, the Sankha Yoga is stronger. If they are weak, the Sankha Yoga is weak. So the fifth Lord is in the fifth house. The 11th, sixth Lord is also the 11th Lord, is exalted. So you can see that they are in again 4 and 10. Though the 4-10 combination is also called as the Kendra combination. This gives rise to fully, totally, all conditions agreed, Sankha Yoga is there. Okay. Let's go to the second form. The results I will tell you after that. Both are having the same results. So, Sankha Yoga, form 2. Both these yogas have been very clearly, written in the Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. I will tell you how these yogas get linked to each other. You will understand that it's a beautiful link. Okay, the 9th Lord is strong. That is the first factor. The 9th Lord should be strong. Both the ascendant Lord and the 10th Lords are in Chara Rashis. They should be in movable signs, fully active signs. Why Chara Rashis? The 10th house is for activity with action, and that is what is called as karma. That is, you do something, the deeds, that is the karma sthana, and it has to be strong in a Chara Rashi. And if ascendant Lord also is in a Chara Rashi, you people all know that Chara Rashis, what are the Chara Rashis? Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. These are the 4 Chara Rashis, and all these 4 Chara Rashis are in Kendras from each other. So it's as good as saying that the ascendant Lord and the 10th Lord are to be in Kendra from each other, or they can be together also. So simple. If ascendant Lord and the 10th Lord are in the Kendras, from the 9th Lord being strong, now earlier it was ascendant Lord being strong wherever it is posited. Here the dharma, righteousness, very strongly posited. That person should be ethical. He should have the dharma jnana, that he should be consciously dharmic. So, being a consciously dharmic person and having a very good karmic resolution, his resolve is good, and he has it in a kendra from the ascendant. Ascendant is strong, 10th Lord is strong in the kendra from the ascendant, gives rise to one yoga called as Amala Yoga. If you know, it is one of the Kendradi yogas, Lagnadi yogas, and it happens both from the ascendant and moon. But here it is from the ascendant. Fantastic Raja Yoga. Let us go into the illustration. So, going into the Sankha Yoga form 2 illustration, we see that here we have taken an example of, these are all live charts, real charts. So, Lagna falling in Aries, and the 9th Lord is Jupiter, and Jupiter is strong. Yes, it is in Swasthana. Swasthana means it's a very good avastha. It is in one of the best avasthas of being placed 9th Lord in the 9th house, giving rise to a strong Mahabhagya Yoga. Next, you have the other lords, that is the Lagnadipati, and the 10th Lord should be strong. We can see that the Lagnadipati is Mars, the 10th Lord is Saturn, both are in a Chara Rashi. Chararashi, Libra. So because I told you 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are Chararashis. So all 4 are Kendras. Okay? That is why we call this as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. 4 Kendras. So here anyway, by luck, it is also very well placed and exalted. Okay? So exaltation of Saturn along with the Lagna Lord gives rise to one of the most prolific and strong, very strong Sankha Yoga. So I think we are finished with the illustrations, right? Okay, I'll come to the results. I'll come to the link of these 2 yogas. You should understand the link. Very, very important this is. So let this be here. Let this chart be here. Okay? Let this be here. I want to tell the link. The link is, earlier we had seen it is 5th and 6th Lord from the ascendant. What is the 5th and 6th Lord? Let us say in this chart, the 9th house is this, Sagittarius. The 9th from this house is 7, 8, 9, that is the 5th. The 10th from here, Karmasthana from Bhagyasthana, from the 9th house, is the 6th. So the 5th and the 6th. First forum was seen from the 9th house, being the Lagna. The second forum is seen from the Lagna itself. That is why the 9th Lord and the 10th houses are very important. The Lagna, the 9th and the 10th. In the first forum, it was Lagna, the 5th and the 6th. So, we need to have one Trikona, the Lagna, and one Upachaya. Same thing here. 9th house Trikona, Lagna, 10th house is Upachaya. The growth, ethical growth, social fame, recognition, felicitation, it's a great status. Sankha Yoga gives a person very good status, good prosperity, happy family life, happy children, and fantastic yoga. I'll just tell you the other results. He will be intelligent, religious, good wife, and good wife means good husband also. Happy progeny, and will deal with export, import, foreign trades, and particularly in the second case, he will be more into trading. And why? That is the thing where the 10th house is involved. Earlier, it was education, Jnanarjana, 5th and 6th. Here, it is more of good karma, doing good karma. So this is Sankha Yoga. It's a very beautiful yoga. It's very tough to explain this yoga, and that is why we went through the illustrations. So in the few forthcoming classes also, I will see that I will be able to give you illustrations. Thank you very much for today's class.